Evening from the Purple Couch Lounge from a teacher who is 50 years and 1 day old. I still can't believe I made it to 50, but I digress and move on. So, welcome to Quarter 3, Module 4, Day 6. Let's do it. So, Mr. Ollie, because I trust you emphatically in my classroom, if you would like to use my slide deck rather than my subtub, all you have to do is click the link and get on in there. I trust you wholeheartedly. So what you're going to need to do, give everybody one sheet of the writing paper that is located over next to my closet door on the countertop, just beside that black reading throne by the closet door. There's lined primary paper. Give them each a sheet of that and tell them we're going to use it for this whole lesson. So what they're going to do first is they get 4 minutes on the timer. We will be late for school. They need to correct that. Capital W, spell the word school correctly, add punctuation. Then they're going to write a second sentence in a question form. So in that 4 minutes, if they're not done, we don't wait. We keep on moving. Now, to get the lesson started today, you're going to want to go up and click that little bad boy right there. That's going to be our play button for this lesson. Okay? Alright, let's do it. So, welcome to Day 6. They're going to spend 4 minutes on correcting that. This is what we hope to see. We will be late for school. At this point, tell them to check and see if they wrote their name on their paper because I want to look at it when I get back. We will be late for school. Will we be late for school? Okay? So, now we're going to move on to our first standard of the day, where we strive to be a 3, because a 3 means we are on grade level. So this standard is looking for the moral and lesson of the story or the poem. I've got you a little story in here called The Big Mess. Should anybody want to print that, you most certainly can by hitting the printer button and clicking external. And it will have a set of 10 of these here, and this is going to be story 4. And what I do is I print it 2 pages on one, but there's no need to print it, Mr. Ollie. Just let them do it orally with you and get on out of there. Moving and grooving. Here we go. If you want to do this orally in the classroom, you can come over here and just use the pencil and write on the board and label those in the order in which they happened. No problem. No need to do that side, though, if you don't want to. This side is completely multiple choice. So. Now we go on to think, pair, write. What lesson did you learn from the story of Big Mess? Give the kids time to work together and think about that and write down their answer. Now, what I hope to hear as the listener of their collaborative structure is that sometimes a mess can be fun. You don't have to always take things so seriously. This bottom part down here, Mr. Ollie, is just something that I leave to remind myself and Carissa that there is a reason for this process. It makes better students. And we need to quit leading them when we're asking questions. We need to hush it up, Buttercup, and listen to the kids. And let them learn from each other. Because it breaks down from that quantitative and qualitative experience. That quantitative is you got it right or you got it wrong. That qualitative leads the teacher down a wonderful rabbit hole of how deeply do they understand it. Next is a formative. See, there's that quantitative. They can label this down as question 1.2 and put their answer on there, or you just have them hold it up on their hand. 1 finger for A, 2 for B, 3 for C. This is our vocabulary today. We beat that to death with a stick. Tell them to look down that list and see if there's any words they don't know the meaning of. Now we're going to look at standard R.1, and again, we strive to be a 3 for the on-level grade. Now, I did this new Carissa. You're going to love it. Now, if you click the story in the banner here, it's going to take you to Sabbath, where the kids can read the story. But if you're doing a whole group lesson, click Go to External Site.
Powered scam detection and award-winning antivirus all-in-one. Plans start at $39.99 for the first year. Visit McAfee.com/online protection. Terms apply.
For the ones ensuring the job always gets done, and the ones wearing many hats, Grainger offers professional-grade industrial supplies and real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Where Do They Go in Rain or Snow? By Melissa Stewart. Illustrated by Oli Rosa.
So here it's got their little story in it. You can let them listen to it.
I listened to the raindrops crashing down on my shell.
It's a 9-minute story, so I decided I would rather just listen to it than me have to sit there and read it. I might open the Sabbath as well if I'm there and let them read some from it. But go and let that YouTube video work for you. So the black button, as you can see, this hand points to this button. That's your YouTube button. This is your Sabbath button right here. Mr. Ali, just use that YouTube one. Now our collaborative structure on this one is going to be a turn and talk. They need to do no writing here. What clues are given that help you identify the setting? Remember to include the hints, the time of day, and the seasons and things such as that in the story. Now, what we hope to have heard as the listener is that the setting is outdoors. We know this because it was in the woods. It talked about things like grass, leaves, trees, the ground. And I know it was daytime when it was raining because in some places it talks about the light. So we know that was daytime in the forest on a rainy day. The formative for this is formative 1.1. Our formatives are numbered by the standard number. We do one a day for our target standards. Again, they can do that. They can write the answer down on their paper. They could just hold it up and say A is 1 finger, B is 2, C is 3. If I do fingers, Mr. Ali, I tell the kids to close their eyes. Put one hand on over your eyes, close them, and like point your head at the floor, and then I read it out loud so they can hear it and they hold their hand up. That way they're not cheating off each other. Then again, strive to be a DOK level 3, depth of knowledge. I can point out the character's attitude. Now, we're going to be talking about that spider. What was his attitude like when the rain ruins her home? The spider wasn't upset. Blah, blah, blah. Here you've got another setup for the day's story, just so you don't have to click back to it. The formative of the day is, why did was the spade frog grateful for that rain? The answer to that is C. It needed the rain in order to lay its eggs. Then we hit our Greek and Latin roots. Go over that. And our focus up vocabulary word of the day. And then if there's any time at all left, and there's usually not, we do Lexia and AR. End of Quarter 3, Module 4, Day 6. Coming to a classroom near you. Miss Wrinkle will be back tomorrow. Have a good day.